Alright, this is gonna be my opinion on the new update, the Sisters of Parvos. If my voice sounds nasally, it's because it is. And I just woke up as well. But, so, the pros and cons about this update. Pros. The 10 Arc of Plasmor is genuinely one of my favorite weapons in the game. Jesus Christ. I've had it for like 4 days now. I got it like on the second day that the update was out. And the thing is, all the primaries I have, such as the Envoy, which is the guided missile rocket launcher, the Flux rifle. This one is only level 6 because I put a form on it, and I'm too lazy to level it up. And where is it? Arcoplasmor. Those are the 3 primaries I've got. All I'm missing is the Tended Tetra. I like them all equally. That's a lie. The Plasmor and Envoy are my favorite. I kind of like the Flux rifle. For weapons, the Diplos is probably my least favorite actually. I hate how it's like when you aim, you have to lock onto the enemy. They should just make that a secondary fire mode, such as if you press the secondary fire mode button and you look at enemies, then you can fire the missiles. Because I hate how it's kind of forced onto you. The Tenant Detron. I love this thing. It has a secondary fire mode that's equivalent to the Pandero. And it is incredibly fun. The Spherix. I like it. High damage. Looks cool. A bit hefty of a reload, but it compensates for that by if you get headshots, then shorter reload for like 3 seconds. Tenet Cycron. I don't even know why I hated the original, but this one I fucking love. Like, Jesus Christ. Here, I'm just gonna show you why. And normally when I do test, I just play as an Aros, because I made his build to give nothing to guns, it's just tank. None of this will buff my guns. This won't because that just upgrades armor. This one because this just heals. These won't affect it because those are combo chance. Mine are also perfectly set up for testing. I should have probably underput my Volt profile. He might mess with the test. Okay, maybe I should have done this with one enemy. And it is a bit worse on the bigger units like the Bombards or the Crump Gunners, because the armor is just so much more resistant to this kind of stuff, but even then it's still does good against them. And this one gets a guaranteed impact proc when only a few meters away. I think the range is 26 meters. It does take a bit of a while, but it's still very good. This gun is more meant for clearing out trash mobs like this. Your normal, like, Lancer or something. Like this. Oh. Yeah. It one-shots level 140 Lancers. And around like 11 shots Bombards and stuff like that. And then it's time to test out the Cycron. This one does really good against the heavy units though. This is meant for all units, like trash, tanks, bosses, maybe not bosses, but the whole point of it is, it's literally death in a gun. Now, none of this it does a lot of damage, but the thing is, this gun mostly gets its damage from how many heat proc you put on an enemy. I'll tell you my setup for all these guns in no separate reviews, but this is probably going to be the only gun I tell you about in this video. So my current setup to run is have heat damage and then have toxin as the innate damage from the lich. I just use Atlas to get that. And then put on a cold mod. I use whatever the 60/60 mod for pistols is. It did take a little bit, but this gun is more reliant on its procs than anything else. Now, probably my least favorite thing about this update, ignoring the way you get a sister, it's because it's mildly irritating unless you have a Zorus, or you're willing to use a friend like Protea, or a Exalted Blade Umbra, is... where is it? This bitch. I hate Ureli. I hate her. Her abilities suck. I hate her design. Look, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I hate, like, what's the word? Kawaii? Is that the word? Whatever the word is, I fucking hate it. It mildly pisses me off. It's like, I don't get why DE had to make a Warframe like that. They didn't even make her good. She sucks. But apart from that, the update's pretty good. You know, the weapons are fun. They fixed liches finally. Now I can kill like 3 liches in a day instead of 1 lich every 3 days. That's a bit long, actually. I normally kill them in like a day if I'm trying. If I'm not, then I kind of just let them live, then they can last up to 3 months. I'm not kidding. That's like the longest I've ever let a lich live. Another thing I like about the update. The ephemeras they added. I put this one on my Octavia. It looks really good. The only reason I'm not going to use it on my Naros is because it doesn't match its design. The only problem I have with the ephemeras is this. I've killed several liches that have had toxic, and this is the toxic ephemera. It's just the same one over and over again. Apart from that though, I do like the ephemeras. I do like the one where it's like balls floating around you, then they open up and they look like little shield drones or something. I like it a lot, it's cool. Another thing I like about the update. Galvanized mods. Literally the only problem I have with galvanized mods is galvanized savvy doesn't work on shotguns with projectiles. I'm gonna show you. This does have to be done in heavier units since the other ones will die too quickly. So basically, apparently this one's effect is on kill. You get bonus status effect. It's basically condition overload for shotguns. This is a bit hard to test out on, these guys. If it were actually working, this one would have all the health down by now, or at least half of it. It still does good damage though, so... until they fix that, I'm gonna just put a vicious spread on it. Wrong thing. Where is vicious spread? So for now my gun does 59,000 damage. They gave the Parazon more mods, and they also now there's a new one called Ool. Basically, this is like you can do like anything with it. Basically, like let's say you need a Vome and you don't have one, but you know your other mods. Then you could put it in its place, or how the speedrunners of Witches do it. Put it in the first mod slot, and then just randomizes all of the rest. I also do like how they reworked skill path basically, and now skill essence is easier to get, as well as Tension sells the arcane. They lowered the price on everything basically. Like, I feel like if this were old Steel Path and they still added the stuff, then the arcane adapters, the things that allow you to put the arcane guns thing. I cannot speak. These things. You need. Let me find a gun that doesn't have one. Just like half of them. I don't know, my Karak, because I don't use this thing ever. You need to use one. No. The only other flaw I have with this update, ignoring Yoreli and that's almost about it, is the farm for the ambassador. Oh my Christ. It looks cool. I like the design. It's actually based off it's actually the gun that the mechanics use. But the grind is way too much. Basically, how you get it is you farm railjack survivals. I don't know, that doesn't sound that hard. But it's a rotation C drop. Which, from what me and my friends know, is every 20 and then 40 minutes. That's a C drop. And I know that doesn't sound like that long. It is. Well, actually not to normal people that don't play this game as much as I do. To them, that probably sounds like it takes way too long. And they're right. It does. It's complete BS. You know, I was going to make a video on this bug that I found that I love, but honestly, I'm just going to show it here. Okay, this is my tenor when he normally does an emote. He stays his normal size. This is the same when I do this emote. Notice how he grows to the height of a Warframe. Like, look. Up to the Warframe's neck. Almost taller than the Warframe. Me and my friends spent like half an hour doing that to each other. And we were laughing the entire time. But yeah, no. Anything else I'm gonna say about this update? The Wave Rider quest. It fucking sucks. I hate it. Oh my Christ. It's just do K-Drive for like half an hour. And if you're like me and you never do K-Drive, like literally the only reason I was able to beat it is because I had a couple mods on my K-Drive. That my friend, and then my friend spent like 3 hours trying to do it, so I just gave him my mods so he could do it. It's not good when you're basically required to have a couple mods to do it. The mods, by the way, are, I don't remember their names, but they increase the amount of, like, not standing, I don't remember what it's called, but the multiplier. It increases the multiplier. And it also, another one also increases the height of your K-Drive's jump. And I know that doesn't sound like it does too much. It does a lot. It does a lot. This is my current build. Normally there's 2 mods here. So, all around, I give this update a 8 out of 10. Yoreli and Wave Rider just ruin it, honestly. Perfect, that's a good update. Alright, see ya.